Assalamu alaikum. This is the sixth lecture of the chapter Roots of Polynomial Equations, in which we are going to continue our solving the questions. First, we will review what we had done in the previous lecture, what formulas we learned in the previous video. Let's go back and revise those things. So, in the previous video, we had solved the questions and we used the formulas. Let's first review the formulas which we had learned in this topic, cubic. In cubic, we learned that cubic equations are those where the degree of polynomial is 3 and the structure of cubic equation is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Then we derive the formula, but the derivation is not part of our syllabus, so just focus on the formula. Sum of alpha is equal to negative b upon a. Then we learn next formula, sum of alpha beta is equal to c upon a. Then alpha beta gamma is equal to negative d upon a. If we notice this, that this is negative, sum of alpha beta is positive, then sum of alpha beta gamma, not sum of, then alpha beta gamma is negative d upon a. There is change in signs like negative, positive and negative. If I do this, sum of alpha beta and alpha beta gamma, first will be negative, then positive, then negative. Okay, then we moved ahead and learned one more formula, that sum of alpha square is equal to bracket open sum of alpha bracket close whole square minus 2 alpha beta minus 2 sum of alpha beta. Then we also get one more formula, that sum of 1 upon alpha is equal to sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma. Then we solve few questions, and now we will continue to solving the questions, and we will try to end up this topic in this video. Here the question, the cubic equation x cube minus x plus 3 equal to 0. First, what I prefer to write, b equal to, b is a coefficient of x square, c is a coefficient of x, d is a coefficient of x power 0, means a constant. So what is a coefficient of x square? X square, we can't see x square in the equation, it means the coefficient is 0, so b is equal to 0. Then we see the coefficient of x, it is negative 1. Okay, so here is negative 1. Then we want coefficient of x power 0, means a constant, which is 3. So here we got b, c and d. Okay, wait for a bit. Okay, there was a technical issue. Yeah, there is 3. And now we will read the first part. Using the relation, first has roots alpha beta gamma, this equation has roots alpha beta gamma. Then it is saying, using the relation Sn equal to alpha power n plus beta power n plus gamma power n, or otherwise find the value of S4. Yeah, we had learned one more formula, that whenever the examiner asks for Sn, like where n is equal to n can be s minus 8, s minus 4, s minus 3, s3, s4, s8, s16, s12. We had learned formulas for sum of alpha, we had learned formula for sum of alpha square. We didn't learn formula for sum of alpha cube, we didn't learn formula for sum of alpha power 8. So in this situation we use this formula, that negative a1 sn minus 1, negative a2 sn minus 2, negative a3 sn minus 3, where the negative a can also be written as negative b upon a, negative a2 can also be written as negative c upon a, negative a3 can also be written as negative d upon a. Okay, when we have s0 means the maximum power in the equation. For example, if we have a quadratic equation, the maximum power of x is 2, so s0 will be 2 in that condition. If we have cubic equation, our s power 0 will be 3. If we have quadratic equation, which we will discuss in the next topic, maybe in the next lecture, so there will be s0 equal to 4, because the maximum power will be 4 there. Okay, so now we have to find s4. First we will write what is the formula. The formula is Sn equal to negative b upon a Sn minus 1 negative c upon a Sn minus 2 negative d upon a Sn minus 3. Okay, if we write s4 here and we write negative b is 0, so I am writing 0 here, and a is here 1. Okay, a is 1, so negative 0 upon 1, and Sn minus 1 means s4 minus 1, which is s3, minus c upon a, c is negative 1, a is 1, Sn minus 2 means s4 minus 2 means s2, then minus d upon a, d is 3, minus 3 upon 1, and s4 minus 3 means s1. Okay, we will get our formula for this part. S4 equal to, this term becomes 0. Okay, so and minus 1 will become positive 1, means S2, then minus 3S1. This is our formula to find out S4. So for this we want S1. How we will find S1? S1 is equal to sum of alpha. How to find out sum of alpha? We will find out sum of alpha as negative b upon a, and we know the b is 0, so it is negative 0 upon 1, which is 0. Okay, so here s1 is 0. Now we will find s2. S2 is sum of alpha square. Wait for a bit. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sum of alpha square equal to here it will be bracket open, sum of alpha bracket close square minus 2 alpha beta. Okay, so we find out that sum of alpha is 0. Then we will write negative 2. What is alpha beta? Tell. Alpha beta is c upon a. We know the value of c is minus 1 upon 1. So what do we get? We get 2 here. Yes, I can write here 2. What was the formula for S4 we had just found for this question? S4 is equal to, S2 means 2 minus 2, S1 is 0, so S4 is equal to 2. Wait for a bit, what I did, that is, let me write the formula again for S4, which we had find out. Okay, so the formula we had find out is S2 minus 3 S1. We had just find out S2 as a 2, and we had find out S1 as 0, so our answer is 2. Okay, let me tell you one thing. This is not generalized formula for S4. This formula gets changed according to the given equation, according to the question. This is not a generalized formula. You don't need to memorize this. You have to practice by using this formula. I hope you get my point. Okay, now let me give you an overview before rubbing it. In this question, we have to find out S4. I said when we have to find out S3, S4, or when n is greater than 2, we will use this formula Sn equal to negative b upon a negative c upon a negative d a. Wait for a bit. Sn is equal to negative b upon a Sn minus 1 negative c upon a Sn minus 2 negative d upon a Sn minus 3. We will insert the values of b, c, d, and a. We will insert the values of the like S3, S2, S1, and we will get a structured formula for this part. Like we got the formula for S4 is equal to S2 minus 3S1, and we solved it and we got our answer. Okay, now we are going to do the part B here. In part B, it is asking by considering S1 and S4. Okay, determine the value of alpha cube plus beta plus gamma plus beta cube alpha plus gamma plus alpha cube plus gamma cube alpha plus beta. Okay, so I need a lot of attention from all of you guys to solve this question because it requires good kind of understanding, so you have to maintain the focus here. There is alpha cube bracket open beta plus gamma, then there is beta cube alpha plus gamma, then there is gamma cube alpha plus beta. Am I right? Okay, so what we have to do, we don't know any formula for this. Okay, we don't know any formula for this, so what we will do, how we will do it, what we will do, wait for a bit, I will explain it. You have to stay, you have to maintain your focus here. Beta plus gamma can be written as, wait for a bit, yeah, we can write it as beta plus gamma plus alpha minus alpha. We can write it as or not. If you get this, so we can move ahead. Beta plus gamma, then this and this get cancelled, so we can see that it maintains the same structure like beta plus gamma, but we will use beta plus gamma plus alpha minus alpha. So through this uh, we can write it as alpha plus beta plus gamma minus alpha. Alpha plus beta plus gamma can be write as sum of alpha minus alpha. Okay, so what is sum of alpha? Sum of alpha is S1 minus alpha. We had find out S1 in the previous part. S1 was 0. Okay, so here is 0 minus alpha, so we got here minus alpha. I hope you get this. What is beta plus gamma? We find out that beta plus gamma is equal to negative alpha. How we did this? We did beta plus gamma and we added alpha and subtracted alpha to balance. Okay, when we added alpha, it became alpha plus beta plus gamma minus alpha. Alpha plus beta plus gamma can also be written as sum of alpha and then minus alpha. Okay, then sum of alpha can be written as S1 minus alpha. Then S1 is equal to 0. So we can write 0 minus alpha. And through this, we got minus alpha. We will work out same for this. Okay, we will write it as alpha plus gamma plus beta minus beta. Then we will write it as alpha plus beta plus gamma minus beta. Then it becomes sum of alpha minus beta. Then it becomes s minus beta. Then it becomes 0 minus beta. So we get that it is minus beta. Okay, there we got minus alpha, here we get minus beta. If we talk about this, it is alpha plus beta plus gamma and minus gamma. Okay, so alpha plus beta plus gamma can be written as sum of alpha minus gamma. Sum of alpha can be written as s1 minus gamma. S1 can be written as 0 minus gamma. 0 minus gamma means minus gamma. Okay, so alpha cube beta plus gamma plus beta cube alpha plus gamma plus alpha cube alpha plus beta can also be written as alpha cube minus alpha plus beta cube minus beta plus gamma cube minus gamma. We can write this as minus alpha power 4 minus beta power 4 minus gamma power 4. We can take minus common and it becomes alpha power 4 plus beta power 4 plus gamma power 4. And we can write it as minus sum of alpha power 4, which becomes minus s4. Minus s4 means what we had find out s4. S4 is equal to 2. So we can write it as minus 2. That is our answer. I hope you get the solution. Now we are moving to the next part. Next question. Okay. So here is our next question. Okay, in the next question, the question is saying the cubic equation px cube plus qx square plus r equal to 0 has roots alpha, beta, gamma. Find in terms of pqr. Okay, first of all, what we have to do? We have to write a equal to p, b equal to a coefficient of x square means q, c equal to means the coefficient of x. There we can't see x in the equation, so it is 0, and the coefficient means the constant here is r. Okay, the question is asking to find out s1. S1 is equal to sum of alpha. Sum of alpha is equal to negative b upon a. We can write negative b upon a as negative q upon p. Okay, so it is negative q upon p. Moving ahead towards next part. In part B, it is S2. S2 means sum of alpha square, and it becomes bracket open sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. Sum of alpha is negative qp, so we can write bracket open negative q upon p whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta is c upon a. So c was 0, am I right? Yes, 0 upon r. So basically it will be 0, and s2 becomes q square upon p square. Then we have to do part C. In part C, the question is asking for S3. I told you when it gets out of when the n is greater than 2, we have to go for the formula which we had learned recently, like S3 is equal to minus b upon a. So b was q, I will write minus q. A is p minus q upon p, and s2 then minus 0 upon p s1 then minus r upon p s0. Okay, so this is our formula. Now we will generalize it. S3 is equal to minus q upon p S2, we find out S2 as q square and upon p square. And minus 0 upon p by S1 becomes 0, so we will not write it. And minus r upon p by S1. We had find out S1 as negative q upon p. Okay, so now just we will simplify it, and we will be with our answer. It become negative q cube divided by p cube, and that become plus rq, or we can write qr. Wait for a bit. Sorry, I did a mistake. Let me go back. Wait for a bit. And I apologize for this mistake. Okay. So here, yeah, first let me write here. If we multiply minus 0 upon p by s1, it becomes 0. Okay, here. Then we have to write minus r upon p. S0 is equal to 3. That was my mistake. Okay. Then we get S3 is equal to negative q cube upon p cube and negative 3r upon p. So this is our answer. Sorry for that mistake. And if someone has pointed out that mistake, so good, very good, and thank you for pointing out that. Now we are moving to the last question of this topic. Okay, so now here is the last question for this topic. Now this is the equation x cube means a equal to 1, px square means b equal to p, qx means c is equal to q, and plus r means d equal to r is such that s1 equal to 0, s2 equal to negative 2, and s minus 1 equal to 1 upon 5. Oh, in this question he gave us s1, s2 and s minus 1, and now we have to find out the values of the constants p, q, r. Okay, so how we will do it? We know s1 equal to 0. So first of all we will write s1 is equal to sum of alpha, which is negative b upon a. So we know that it is 0 and b is negative, b is p, so it is negative p upon a is 1. Then we can write that p is equal to 0. Okay, then we know that s2 is equal to sum of alpha square equal to sum of alpha whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. Okay, so sum of alpha square is equal to minus 2 means s2 is given, so here is minus 2. Sum of alpha was 0, so 0 square minus 2. Sum of alpha beta can be written as c upon a. So here we can write that negative 2 equal to negative 2c upon a, and here is negative 2. We know what is c is equal to q, negative 2q, and a is 1. So here q becomes 1. Okay till this? And now we have to find out the last thing, r. To find out r, we will use s minus 1 equal to sum of alpha power minus 1, and its formula is sum of alpha beta divided by alpha beta gamma. Okay, so here sum of alpha minus 1 is given as 1 upon 5, and sum of alpha beta, wait for a bit, we can write it as c upon a, and alpha beta gamma is negative d upon a. Okay, so a and a got cancelled and it become 1 upon 5 equal to negative c upon d. The c we had find out, c is basically, c is q, okay, and d is r. Let me write it in that form, 1 upon 5, c is q and d is 5, d is 1, d is r. Okay, so we have to find out r. We will move r towards here and we will write negative 5q. We will find out that q is 1. Q is 1. Okay, so q is 1 equal to minus 5 by 1 becomes minus 5. R equal to minus 5. Let me confirm because I'm not sure about this. Answer, so let me confirm it. RP is here, and if I go in RP, this is question number 10. Okay, yes, this is negative 5. Okay, so I got correct answer. So yes, it is negative 5. And we are done with our topic cubic, and we are done with our 2 topics. Now the remaining topic is quartic and the other topic is substitution. After that we will be done with our first chapter. So how we did this question, let me give you a summary. We know that sum of alpha is equal to 0, and we know the formula of sum of alpha is negative b upon a. We know a is 1 and we inserted p instead of b. So it becomes 0 equal to negative p upon 1, and the 1 shifted towards left 0 by 1, and it becomes 0. Then negative p is equal to 0, then p is equal to 0. Then we find out S2. The formula is sum of alpha square equal to bracket open sum of alpha bracket close whole square minus 2 sum of alpha beta. So we know that sum of alpha square is negative 2. We had find out, sorry, we already know that sum of alpha is 0. Okay, we had inserted that, and we know that a is equal to 1. As we know the sum of alpha beta is c upon a, so just an unknown variable is c, and the c will be written as q, and we had just find out q. Then we have to find out r. We know that sum of alpha minus 1 uh, is sum of alpha beta upon alpha beta gamma, and the sum of alpha minus 1 was already given as 1 upon 5, and the formula for sum of alpha beta is c upon a, sum alpha beta gamma is negative d upon a. The a and a got cancelled and it becomes minus c upon d. Then the c upon d can also be written as negative q upon r. The r shifts towards left, means there is cross multiplication, which leads to r equal to negative 5q. We know the value of q is 1, so it becomes negative 5. So if you get all the concept for this topic, so thank you for watching this video. Then we can easily shift on our last topic, sorry, not last, second last topic. And if you understand till this, the first topic and the second topic, I hope the second last topic will be really easy. It will not be such difficult. And in after that second last topic, I will give you a table which will be useful to memorize all of these formulas easily. You don't need to memorize each formula. I will if you look at that table, you will get the connection between all the formulas. I think you got my point, and now we will be back with the next video in which we will discuss the next topic, quartic, and we will start solving the question in that video also. First we will derive the formula. Basically the derivation is not part of our syllabus. I am just telling you for the information how we derive that formula, how that formula is introduced in our mathematics. Okay, and you can subscribe my channel, you can like and comment or share. If you have any question, you can ask it in comment section, and the notes will be provided in the comment section plus description. You can find out the notes that derive from there. You can get derived from there. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.